Good evening, John Augustin, back again. I'm in Wexford. I was in Wexford town today. I had an appointment with the chiropodist. 5:30, quite busy. She was saying she was in there at 8:15 this morning. She's originally from Castle Pollard, and I know her family. Lovely girl, Lisa. Yeah, she's upstairs in Macaulay's pharmacy there, in the big one there at kind of the end of the town, if you like, opposite Dunn Stores practically. And there's offices upstairs and people providing marvellous services for people. But Best Foot Forward is what the title of Lisa's, and I got a nice business there this evening, and I was up the main street to try and go to Specsavers for my sister. Her glasses, one of the handles broke, but because something is gone, it couldn't be fixed. So I put the lad on to her. And so she had a conversation. So she never got the free glasses, and she was entitled to get them from the time she was 70. And medical card, you get a medical card at 70 now. So anyway, I'll talk about that because I'll talk about Wexford and the marvellous history attached to it. Yeah, it's a lot to sort of learn, isn't it? Now, it says children are now in the crosshairs of the sexual revolution. Parents, it seems, are not ideologically qualified to teach their children about relationships and sexuality. Well, you find that out as you're going along. You don't need to be told about it in school. There's other things you have to learn in school, and that's the last thing you want to hear anything about. Because you're trying to do your lessons, the arithmetic and algebra and all these things, and reading and writing, and learning how to do things, and so on and so forth. Correct, isn't it? So, anyways, and he says, he said, a deeply flawed understanding of human sexuality. I think I did that. This one is Ireland's educational establishment. Our primary school system has many fine, dedicated teachers. Oh yes, that's the INTO is training its members to teach gender ideology to children. You see, this is this business of trying to limit families, I think, and attack families. It's a communist, totalitarian type of approach. Some years ago, Alive magazine regarded the Fine Gael Labour government at the time as the worst totalitarian government in the history of the state. And Fianna Fáil under Micheál Martin not much better. Because I was in Fianna Fáil, a delegate, I left it after having make my views known at the few meetings that I was able to attend and that they had on this subject. Railroading it through, so they've lost many members. The party's gone down to zilch practically, just the same as any other party. Yeah. And the World Health Organization, they're at the same rank as the United Nations. I mean, an information video for teachers depicts children asking, so boys can change into girls and girls can change into boys, in which the teacher answers yes. The teacher, addressing fellow worker teacher, states, a few weeks later, introduced the pupils to non-binary. Did you ever hear that like of it? And they're kind of poisoning the poor little chaps or girls. I mean, that's the last thing you want to hear about. We didn't hear any about this controversy when I was in school. You got biffed. You didn't know answers to this, that, and the other, and the Irish was rammed down your throat. But I like Irish now, but I didn't like the way they were kind of teaching it. It shouldn't have been compulsory. It should have been some other way. way of doing it. The love, it's a lovely language. What is happening here? First, the genuine wish to show compassion and kindness to all is being hijacked by ideology. Second, a deeply controversial understanding of gender, widely disputed by neurologists and psychologists, is being presented as gospel. Third, this is taking place without any consultation with the wider educational community, most notably absent are parents, and they're the ones that should have been consulted first. Political promotion of a sexual ideology. A recent Raptors report on relationships and sexuality education states at 12-year-olds of age is the most common age for young people to realize, that they might identify as LGBTQI. The report makes no mention of research indicating that sexual identity does not fully consolidate until much later, and it recommends that in the gender studies strand being taught to children, the language be changed to reflect a much younger age for the consolidation of gender identity. A condition in big black letters. According to the report, the language of male and female should be altered to refer to the spectrum of gender identity. Did you ever hear that like of it? What's wrong with these lunatics coming out with this nonsense? And I don't think you can kind of be sort of diplomatic with these. You just have to call them what they are, nuts. In practice, this means the radical dissolution of the concepts of male and female, all in the interest of supposed inclusiveness. Yes, the lived experience of children is to be excluded in the name of exclusiveness. This is not a game. It is not a minor tweaking of the educational curriculum. It is an untested, undebated shaking of children's social and psychological foundations. If is an experiment that ignores the concerns of many scientists who range right along the spectrum, from liberal to conservative. When we are confronted with a set of ideas claiming total authority, when disregard among scientists and other experts is ignored, when these ideas are presented as the only possibility for reasonable people, when dissent is regarded as not just irrational but hateful, then we can be sure that we are dealing with an ideology, a rigid belief system that does not tolerate opposition. Let us be under no illusion. We are currently witnessing the rise of a sexual ideology targeted at children, and that's pure evil, isn't it? We'll finish it tomorrow, please God. I'll mark it now so as I don't go over the same, but sometimes you need to put it into context again, because we can only hold so much upstairs, can't we? We're not experts. So we're not. So, bye now and have a good evening. Yes, sorry, I got the birthday cake for my sister. Her birthday is on Wednesday. Mum's the word. Candles. I'll be putting a few candles for her that she can blow out without having too much of a puff. I won't put too many candles. Because your puff is getting weaker as you're getting older, isn't it? Anyways, so we'll be doing it nicely. Thank you very much. How's your father? So I better, I have the cake and the candles, so I'll be marching in on Wednesday afternoon singing happy birthday and all the rest of it. Well, singing, making an effort at that singing, Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Anne. Happy birthday to you. And I'm coming in with the cake and the candles lighting on her. Tricky job, isn't it? I hope I don't sneeze or something. I'm proud about myself. Bye now. Enjoy the rest of the evening. I'll be talking about Wexford. Yeah, probably tomorrow. Yeah, it's a lot to talk about. Bye now.